God restores people who love him in multiple folds for their troubles. A reflection on Job 40-42. Welcome to my Bible, your Bible, your plug for daily practical Bible reflections. As we wrap up the story of Job, we realize how God challenges Job by asking a few questions. Questions that reveal whether Job knows it all. Job had always been a righteous man until he was struck by the enemy, which God allowed. In the first phase, he lost his possessions and family, yet he remained stable. But in the second part of the attack, when his health was struck, Job entered deep anguish and pain. He did not sin against God, but he began to express his sorrow and confusion. Even in his pain, Job remained humble. God looks at the heart, and that is what this story shows. When God addressed Job's friends, he said they had not spoken rightly about him, unlike his servant Job. Job had spoken honestly, even in his pain. God's questions to Job were profound. He asked Job if he could understand the mysteries of creation, if he could provide anything to God that God would have to repay. He reminded Job that everything under heaven belongs to him. Job responded with humility. He admitted he had spoken without knowledge, and he repented. This humility is exactly what God desires from us. In seasons of suffering, people often question if God even exists, because pain can be unbearable, whether physical pain, grief, or loss. Job never denied God's existence. He simply struggled to understand his suffering. The lesson here is clear. You cannot walk with God, suffer, and end with nothing. God restored Job in multiple folds. He gave him double for his troubles, longer years of life. Job lived 140 more years, and greater blessings than before. He had more livestock, more children, and his daughters were said to be more beautiful than any in the land. The same man who was mocked and abandoned was restored. Those who left him came back. When God restores you, he multiplies. So if the world leaves you, let them leave. As long as God does not leave you, you are secure. People may judge you, condemn you, or assume you brought your troubles on yourself. But if God is with you, he will restore you. Sometimes God allows trials to test whether we serve him only because life is good, or whether we will remain faithful even in hardship. Job's suffering was unique. He lost everything in a single day, even the support of his wife and friends. Yet God did not abandon him. In the end, God came back for him with blessings beyond measure. What have you lost today? Does it seem as though everything you've worked for is gone? Have you been faithful and kind, yet life feels unfair? God sees. He has not forgotten you. He will restore you in his own way.
To watch the full video, press the small play button on the right below or link in description. Thank you, and please do not forget to like and subscribe.